It's 12 o'clock. Good morning. Hello, hello. How are you? I'm so excited and happy to be here today to speak about LinkedIn and 10 tips about how to find jobs in this social network. My name is Enrique San Juan, and we're going to start very quickly. But first, we're going to make some space for the people that now is joining this session. Okay, we are here in Barcelona. Today is October the 20th. So the day is today and the time is now. Well, let me introduce myself, but first let me give you a warm welcome from this nice city we are living in, this Barcelona, during this Barcelona Expat week. If you've been in Park Güell, I'm sure that you have this image in your mind about our lovely city and the architecture of our Gaudi main spot in the city. And you also can see the Mediterranean Sea in the other side. Okay, from here, from Barcelona, we are very pleased to stay here in this session about find new opportunities to work around LinkedIn. My name is Enrique San Juan. My profession, I'm a journalist specialized on technology, new technology, and I've been working in different medias and newspapers and magazines. But since 1999, I run my own company. That is a digital agency called Community Internet. I'm married. I've got two children, one of 23 and one of 21. And also I have a pet, a dog. Its name is Prince, like the singer, the lost singer. We lost him. Anyway, I'm from Chile, so I'm an expat as well as you. So I came here when I was 12, and since then I've been living here in Barcelona. So I've got the pleasure to have many nationalities inside my heart. So here, there are some of the social networks that I'm present actually nowadays. My focus in terms of work is to help companies and professionals to go ahead with their strategies on social media. So that's why I'm mostly present in all the social networks that you can find nowadays in this part of the world. Not the Asian one, but yes, the Western social networks like LinkedIn. Of course, we're going to talk about LinkedIn, so please say hello from LinkedIn to my profile if you want. And also if you want to see how my bot and we both make some context on Twitter, you can see my account in ESJ, that is shown here in the slide. And also if you want to have a look of the pictures I made when I was traveling prior to this time and around the world, mainly in South America, and also in one of the last vacations I spent in Llançà in Costa Brava. You can see those pictures on my LinkedIn account. And also, if you have Spotify, if you put some music on your ears and some advertising as well, you can hear me speaking in Spanish in my podcast that I have. It's 4 or 5 years that I have this podcast called Redes Sociales y Empresa. It's all about social media and companies, okay? So just a couple of minutes more to let the other people to join us. I'm running my own company, as I told you. The name is Community Internet. It's based in Barcelona. I'm located in Via Laietana. I'm actually now in Via Laietana. So from here, we do these services for companies, institutions, all around social media, and especially these days, from March to now, we're especially focused on helping companies and institutions to do their best on not only LinkedIn in terms of selling teams, but also in webinars, how to make webinars. I started with webinars in 2011, and also to speak good on sessions like this, or do your best as well in Zoom. Zoom is what can I tell you about Zoom? We are in Zoom now. And also presentations, how to do the presentations if you have to make a part in sessions like this or in meetings, whatever. Make a good presentation. So this is my main focus in these days. But today we are here, we gathered together to speak about LinkedIn. 10 tips to find jobs, your desired job on LinkedIn. This is what we're going to cover from now. So our summary will lead us to first take a look at why LinkedIn, why we are not talking about Twitter or TikTok that is hot nowadays in the social media environment. So why LinkedIn? Then we're going to cover the 10 tips to find job. That is our promise to this session. But we're going to split these 10 tips into two parts of 5 tips. The first 5 will focus on your profile. Your profile is so important to get attention and grab the attention also for those people that are looking to get new talent to their companies. And the other 5, we're going to focus on some aspects about LinkedIn as a platform. So we're going to mix this 5 and 5 to make our to get the real possibilities to find some good jobs on LinkedIn. And then just at the end, we're going to see what kind of opportunities do we really have today. I have a selection of the last 5 or 6 days ago for you to see that, yes, there are many opportunities here. So it's worth the time that we're going to spend by looking at this presentation and then doing the homework on your own profiles. And the last thing we're going to do in this hour is we'll have a short session of Q&A, so you can start. Well, you can solve your main questions around these topics. Okay, so with no further delay, we're going to start. But if you stay until the end, I have prepared a link where you will be able to download all this presentation in PDF format. So stay here and you will have this opportunity. Okay, when we face this journey that is try to find a new job, mainly we have 3 goals related to LinkedIn. The first goal we have to set up is find job opportunities. This is the number 1. So if you've been in LinkedIn during many times ago, you maybe have been just around the network, but not focused on find jobs. So find the right job is our main goal. But we have another 2, that is set up an interview. Not only have the right job, but also get interviewed by the people that is selecting people for their companies or their jobs opportunity. And lastly, and the main important, is get the job. Okay, so these will be the 3 main goals that we set up in front of us. But we have to be very clear that the 2 first, I mean, the finding the job and then trying to get interview, is the 2 that we're going to be able to accomplish by the things that we're going to review this morning here. Okay, get the job. We cannot ensure that you're going to get the job, but yes, we're going to do our best for this third to be completed as well. So we need a strategy. We need a strategy when we have this in front of us. And this strategy is composed by 5 components. The first one is to be in the right social media network. The second one will be make or perform or craft our profile. We have to make of our profile to be the super profile, in order to get the best image in front of the companies that want to hire us. And then we have to craft as well the art of searching for jobs on LinkedIn. Where and how can we do it? And then we have to make sure that we're going to be very active in order to stand up from the crowd that is also looking for jobs in this network. And as I told you, our main goal is to be interviewed, to get that interview and have the opportunity to expose ourselves in front of the people that is selecting talent for the companies. Okay, so the first one is be in the right network. And why are we here in LinkedIn and not in Twitter or Facebook or Instagram? Because this is the network to start looking for or searching for jobs, because it's the professional network. There's no other networks like LinkedIn in the entire space of social media. You can have Facebook, you can have Twitter, you can have Instagram stories, Instagram IGTV, Instagram Reel. That is a new part of Instagram. But these are good to be entertained, to connect with people, to interact and get some hearts and some likes, but not to search for jobs. Okay, so the dimension that LinkedIn has just now is more than 700 million people around the world. And that is, if you just consider Spain, the Spain population of LinkedIn is around 13 million people. So when we talk and we think about these 13 million people, we have to consider that is, I'm going to speak a little bit of French, la crème de la crème. I mean, the top people in the professional environment, companies, people working, people from the academic world as well, and associations. And well, so we have a very intense kind of skills here represented in this social network. So that's why we are going to choose or pick up LinkedIn. And also LinkedIn is very well known as the B2B network. We understand by B2B, business to business work. So people come here to not only to networking, I mean, make contacts in a certain areas of interest and work, but also to make business directly, to offer things and yes, buy and sell and everything else. So, but the main part of LinkedIn is the one dedicated to jobs, to recruitment, to talent. So if we consider LinkedIn income, the 55% of the total income that LinkedIn makes as a company comes from the jobs solution that LinkedIn brings to the talent people, that is yeah, human resources, working in human resources, so trying to make their life a lot of easier to find people. So yes, this is the network that we have to be here trying to see and find our job. But first we have to understand which kind of spaces do we can find here in LinkedIn to have a very clear idea of where we have to be active on those areas. The first one is the one that relates to our profile. If you have an account on LinkedIn, as me, then you have a profile on this network. The profile is the real you in LinkedIn is your profile. So the profile is one of the main areas that we have to consider as the main activity that we have to do from our profile. Then there's another area that is composed by groups. Groups is the union of many profiles around one single point of interest. For example, marketing 2.0 or whatever, you name it. I mean, nowadays there are more than 3 million groups formed in LinkedIn. So just think about one issue, one topic that grabs your interest. So I'm very sure that this group already exists and will be very active and will join many people here as the same interest as you. So groups are another great resource to start looking also for jobs. And then we have the company pages. In LinkedIn, the company pages related to job search is a very important area because in company pages, companies used to post their jobs opportunities. So you have to go to the pages and see the content and follow the pages. As you, in the ancient times of social media, you followed Facebook pages. Now here in LinkedIn, you have to follow your desired company pages to be aware of the announces that they made in order to hire new people. But if you consider all these three scenarios, the main one always is the profile. The profile is the one that has all the capabilities and actions that can bring the profile the opportunity to be seen and be selected and be proposed in a new role, in a new job. So, okay, let's go to the first one. What is the first one of a tip for getting the best job? Have the best profile, and this is a step that we cannot avoid. We have to be clear of the profile because we have to be ready to be seen. because when we see an offer, a job offer opportunity, maybe we're going to apply to this job opportunity, and then the human resources professional in the company will take a look of our profile, and this will be the first impression that we're going to make in front of her, in front of him, and this is very important. So we have to make sure that we have the best profile, and this is my profile actually. Nowadays this is my profile, but it may look like very similar to your profile. In fact, the idea of the profile is like if we're constructing and building an avatar. You know what an avatar is? It's like a robot that works for us 24 hours a day. Now, in this case, inside LinkedIn. So we have to make sure that we build it right. So this a way that has been studied during many years of how people, especially the human resources professionals in companies, look profile on LinkedIn, and there's a certain way. So the first thing they do is look at your picture. That's for clear. I mean, we are humans, so we are so attracted to see the other human's face. And how is your face? The other thing they see in this order is your title. What do you say you are good at? So, or what are you doing? So this is the title, and the title is below your name. Then the summary. The summary is in the new layout that LinkedIn has. The summary is composed automatically by the company you are working on, actually, and then the last degree or study that you have finished in terms of studies. And so this is automatic. You cannot do many things to put and put your own words on this part because it's automatic. And then the background, what's behind you, what's behind your image profile, and then the about. What do you say you do well in the about section? And then the feature section, where you can highlight and feature some multimedia like PDF and videos on YouTube, you know, even documents that you can share here with the people yes, to show more about you. And then your activity, if you are an active or not active profile on LinkedIn. And that's very, very easy to be seen, because if you're publishing, you're active. If you are not publishing nothing on your profile, you are not active in any way. So this is something very important. So you have to have your best profile. So in order to go a little bit further with this, the tip number 2 is get the best picture for your profile. And this, when we're talking about the best picture, you have to have very clear that we are in a professional environment. So you have to choose and try to reinforce your image with an idea of some personal branding. You know, try how you will project yourself in order to get your message out to the people that is going to evaluate and see you as a possible candidate. So your picture, how is it going to be? Friendly, trustable, serious, formal? In this point, I would recommend you to have your best picture, not any picture, just your best picture, in order to have the best impression as well in this line. So you will be very intended to make a close-up of your face and feeling the frame that is circle in the profile picture, right with your face, not aside. No, that if you are looking my my video now, so trying to put as much as your face around the circle, inside of the circle, okay? Because when people list other candidates in LinkedIn, this image will be very tiny, and if you are not big enough, people will have some troubles to find and recognize you. Okay, then smiling with teeth. It's not the same smiling in this way than smiling in this way. So try to smile with teeth in your profile picture, and then you can choose to have your picture to taken outside, in the woods, in the field, in the street, or with the background with the brand, like me in this moment with Community Internet logo in my back, or in a photo call, like a super sport man or woman, and mainly looking straight, just in front, looking straight. That's let the other people see your eyes, and do not use, for example, sunglasses or something like that. Okay, this is the worst scenario that anybody can find in LinkedIn. Somebody that has no any pictures on his or her profile. So this is something like, wow, a warning, danger. So we don't want to be here. We want to be in a better position with our smiling face. Okay, tip number 3 is extended title. What do I mean by extended title? Look, many people, mostly of the people that is in LinkedIn, don't pay attention on this little field that is your title, that is below your name. Okay, here the name is not seen as the picture as well, because many people just put just one or two concepts about what are they. So in this case, for example, we have just mercadeo y comunicación, marketing and communication. But this field, the field to put your title, is about 140 characters. So any and each one of these characters is like a piece of gold in terms of LinkedIn, because it's one of the most important fields in your entire profile when people search for something with your aptitudes or like you. So what am I asking you to consider? Use all 140 characters to describe yourself as much as you can, using keywords, using those keywords that you may think that somebody will look for, and then you will appear on the list. So try to put as much characters as you want. So here you have my example that is in Spanish. Te ayuda a organizar los mejores webinars y eventos online con Zoom para tu negocio. ¿Tienes alguna urgencia? WhatsApp even. That's a full usage of the 140 characters. So if you, in this case, I'm offering a service, but in your case, you should highlight your specialties or what are you good at. Okay. Tip number 4, intentional background. What is that? So if you have this background in your profile, I mean, chances are that many people just have this background on their profile, that if you consider this background that as a beautiful one, in fact, it is a beautiful background, because there are some dots joined by lines that maybe it may refer to a constellation or a network. It's fine, it's okay. But if you have this on your profile, what it's saying to the entire LinkedIn community is that you have no idea of what's good in LinkedIn in terms of your profile. Okay, that you're a beginner in this network, because you have the opportunity to have something below you that can reinforce your message. What are your specialty? What are you good at? So this is something that you have to consider. Look at these examples. Which of those two, there's another one coming, is more eye-catching, right? Grabs your attention more? Sabrina Mendez Ramos, she's working for Manpower. We've got this kind of background, and the other one that uses the company background, the colors of the logo, and even the logo is there, the brand is there. So which of two has grabs your attention? I know it's the one that is in the right position, of course. So this is the idea that we have to work for ourselves as well. We don't have to leave our image without intentional background. Here there are some samples. For example, this is Raquel Hausman, that is a content producer and community manager, and well, has a very artistic background that shows her personality. Here's another one, Josep Luis Checa, that he's working in Chile and has some Cordillera de los Andes in black and white. So and his background of his picture as well is gray in the same color. And here we've got Gabriel Plaza Gajardo. That is a very good example of how, with a little bit of imagination, you can get a lot of this space, because he has his business card in the two ways. So in one of them, you can see web de multimedia, diseño gráfico, maquetación, video, publicidad, prensa, and events. So just looking at his background, you get a clear idea of what is he doing or what he can do. And then this is just a beautiful one. The idea is not let this space empty or with the blue sky just behind you. Okay, number 5 is your about section. The about section is just below your profile, and it's not written. I mean, you are not going to see it if you haven't written previously yet. You have to go there and edit your profile and add the about part section of your profile to be seen. Otherwise, it won't be there. So why is important the about section? Because many people just go there and see what you say you are good at without the hustle to read all your profile on LinkedIn. That is, I'm sure that is super interesting, but you know, people that is searching for talent goes directly to the points that they have the more interesting, and this is one of them. El acerca de, the about in English. So here in the about, if you haven't done it yet, you have to edit your profile and then you have to write whatever you like. There are 1,600 characters available for you to speak and to tell whatever you want. But the main and the most important lines are the two first lines, because if you see in the example here, I'm now showing with my mouse, there's 1 and 2 lines only. Oh, 1 and 2. So we have to be very intentional when writing these 2 lines in order to catch the attention of the people that we have in front of us. And if we want to be hired, here we should outline the most interesting part of us in order to be a part of another team in another company. What are we good at again? So we should place this kind of writing, the copywriting, and not, for example, with something like with 20 years of experience building. That's so boring. Or, for example, with a degree in science and education and a master, it doesn't matter. Not in this section. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not valid. It's super valid, but not in this section. In this section, you have to speak directly to the man or the woman that is in front of you looking at your profile in order to select you as a possible candidate. So go ahead, make them clear that you can help them in the position they're trying to find, okay? This is a good example. Look, as a company, as a digital agency, we did a research in 500 profiles. We studied 500 profiles in LinkedIn, mainly based on the marketing and PR and communications roles. So we found that 80% of those 500 didn't have a background in marketing and communications. They didn't have their backgrounds in their profiles. Then 60% had a bad picture. What's a bad picture? Then some of the things that we previously mentioned: people with sunglasses, people surrounded by an arm, somebody's, you know, like hawk, or very, very tiny, or looking elsewhere, you know, the bad pictures. 70% has no about section. They hadn't written their about section. If you don't write your about section, the about section won't be there. And it's so helpful for human resources people just to read these 2 lines about you. Then 50% of the profiles were incomplete profiles. That means that, let me ask you one question. Think about just one unique thing that is positive that your profile may project if it is incomplete? If it's incomplete, what's the number one positive thing that is showing up to the world? I can tell you, zero, nothing. An incomplete profile just tells many bad things about you. So take your time and finish your LinkedIn profile. That will help you a lot. Okay. And 90% of the profiles that we studied didn't publish anything. That means that they were like no mouth, no tongue, no capability to speak. All right. So they were not saying anything. And that's a bad signal to human resources as well. Okay. So that was related to your profile. So take care of those five tips in order to make up your profile and have it ready to be seen. I remember you that if you stay until the end, at the end, I will provide you with a link where you can download all these presentations. So if we are going a little bit hurry in time of time, don't hesitate, don't be stressed. You will have all in that link on the PDF section at the end. Okay. Also at the end, we will have a Q&A questions time in order to solve some of your main doubts. Right. So searching, how do we search for jobs in LinkedIn? Well, if you have an account on LinkedIn, that this is the main step, then you will have on your menu bar something like a suitcase next to your network. In between message and network, where you will have your jobs. In the English version, you will see it as jobs. Mine is in Spanish, so you will see empleos. Right. So here, this is your section to start searching for your desired job. And if you look at the fields that we have here, we have same thing: busca or search for cargo, your position, your attitude or company, or where do you want the company to be located, where, in what part. And then in this section, based on your profile, on what have you completed and things you do in your profile, the algorithm, the LinkedIn algorithm that is very powerful, will start providing you with some suggestions about jobs that the algorithm thinks that may be suitable for you. So this is a good starting point to start searching. So if we put something here like marketing and Barcelona Ciudad, for example, and then we click here on search, we're going to have something like this that is marketing and Barcelona Ciudad. This will be the result page after pressing search. Okay, so here, if you look at this part, we have another filters that can help us to refine our search, like fecha, date of posting, and experience level, company, kind of employment, kind of job, sorry, and others. So here you have more filters to discover. So when you make a simple search like this, like marketing and Barcelona, you will have all the all the jobs posting that has occurred in the last hours. So here you have many: social media director, digital marketing director, director gerente, head of marketing, responsable marketing, because we search for marketing and in Barcelona. And here is the first one. So if you click here, you will have this in more precision. And then you have the specifications of the job that is people is looking for candidates like you. And from here, you can save it for later or just make a simple solicitud. And now to ask for the solicitud doesn't get me the word in English now. Huh? Okay, but yes, you can apply. That's it. You can apply in a very simple way here just by clicking, and then you click here, and you will have something like this, a message ready-made with your email address. This is my email address. This is my company telephone number, and then you follow the steps, and you will send your application to the job recruiter. And that's very simple. There are many different types of ways to ask for a position like this, but this is the most simple one. And you can start doing this as as much as you can. So it's a matter of coming here, start searching, and then start applying. And that's easy. Then another thing that comes from the same platform, I mean, from LinkedIn, is the possibility to set job alerts. If you've been looking for some kind of jobs, you can set up this as the type of searches that you have performing. You can set it as an alert here. So anytime that LinkedIn has something like this, will show you up. And then you will have a special section that if you are coming here very frequently, you will be able to click on this alertas de empleo, jobs alerts, and here you will have all the notifications that the algorithm is selecting for you. So you have some kind of robot working for you as well here in LinkedIn, trying to get opportunities for you. So this is a very interesting time, interesting question. Another thing that has come up with the pandemic era that we are all facing is this kind of hashtag and circle that LinkedIn has turned on for people to show their interest to be hired or be open to new possibilities. And this is something that recruiters and the algorithm working with recruiters take in mind in order to promote and sell the recruiters that you are able to work in certain areas. You have to define this under your profile. When you edit your profile and your job preferences, you have to activate this. And you will have this green open to work frame around your picture. You don't have to do anything on Photoshop, on Canva, or any other platform. You just get your picture and LinkedIn will be the rest. We'll do this kind of composition, graphic composition, and will be around you. I'm sure that you have been seeing many people with this open to work these days, because it's not just a graphic call to the people. It's an algorithm mark. So when you mark it, you have more possibilities to be contacted with the human resources people, because you have marked that on your LinkedIn. And yes, and you will have this also available in terms of graphic design on your profile and your picture. So here you see that many people is using it. So if you are confident with this, just go to your profile, edit, and activate that on your job section. Okay, another thing that can help you to find more jobs and show off more frequently on the human resources professionals is complete the skills assessments. What is that? Well, as a part of your profile, you can define your skills. What are you good at? And then put it on your profile. For example, I can put, I'm already have on my profile one thing that said that I'm good at doing some community management works or strategies and something like that. And then you can set up here up to 50 attitudes that defines you as a professional. 50. Okay. If you have troubles finding your best attitude, and I'm sure you will not have that, but if you could have some troubles, just start by thinking the 2 or 3 main things that you do really well and put them here. Okay. And then you can start, for example, if I put here that I am good at content creation, for example, then I can split that concept into 2 or 3 more. Content creations mean that I can think about doing videos for social network. Yes. I can create content for blog. Yes. I can, I'm dividing the main concept into different ones. So in that way, it will be very easy for you to complete the 50. If you want, you have 50 attitudes here. So don't be ashamed to have 50 attitudes in your profile, because each one of these 50 attitudes aptitudes here, things that you do well, will act as a keyword for the algorithm and will reinforce your presence and your strong, will make your profile more strong in front of the searches that professionals on human resources, they do every day. So go ahead and put your attitudes. Then when you have your attitudes set up in this section of your profile, it doesn't wait the same if people don't go there and say, yes, Enrique is a good community manager. So we need some validations. So don't be ashamed, again, to ask for validations on your closest network people that is around you, okay? Ask them to validate your attitudes. For example, here, community manager, I have more than 99 people saying that, yes, I'm good at. So these 99 people endorsing my attitude will force that the algorithm take more curiosity and care about my profile, because 99 people say that I do this well, okay? So it's not just about putting your attitude just and then reinforce it by the endorsement from the people. But we were talking about the assessment. So in this part as well, you have the ability to, or opportunity to do some assessment that, like tests, like exams, that LinkedIn says, okay, so you have put here that you are good in WordPress, or for example, in Adobe Acrobat, following the example here. Okay, so let's make a test and let's see how much do you know about Acrobat. This is what LinkedIn tells you in order to make this assessment, okay? Why should we consider this? Because then we will have a seal, a sign that we can put on our profile and will activate and excite as well as the algorithm again. So it's not the same something that has passed these exams and somebody that has not passed these exams. So it will reinforce your profile if you take the time and pass these exams. So if you're considering what kind of skills can we make these assessments, well, there are three categories: the technical skills, the design skills, and the business skills. As you see, the business skills are these one listed here: Acrobat, Access, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, Project, SharePoint, Visio, many of Microsoft. So, and then design skills: Adobe, Animate, Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Inventor, Maya, Avoid, iMovie, InDesign, Keynote. So if you say you are good in Keynote, so go ahead and make the assessment and let's see if you're as good as you think, okay? I remember I put one aptitude in my profile that's saying that I was good at WordPress. I think I'm good at WordPress. I thought I was good at in WordPress, but until the time I made the assessment and I realized that I wasn't that good at WordPress, just looking at the questions that the assessment has. So they are not easy to pass. So they really intend to get your certification, let's say in this way, of the in this part. Okay, so here you have the assessment. And the number 10 tip, number 10 is be active. I mean, there's a huge difference when you see and you have in front of you a LinkedIn profile that is active than the one that is not active. And people see people that is professional on LinkedIn and working, hiring and selecting and evaluating profiles all the time, then they see in the first row that if you are active or not active person in LinkedIn. And if you are not really active on LinkedIn, well, we may infer that this is the way you are as well in your life. I mean, I'm exaggerating, okay? But more or less, it can help the other way. If you show that you are very active, if you should do very active on LinkedIn, this will make a very good impression about you and about what's your performance in your daily work and what's your aim in doing things. So Be active. And how can we be active on LinkedIn? So if we consider our profile again, because the profile is the main part of the LinkedIn, so that means that we have to post frequently on our profile. I mean, we have to, if we consider our profile as the avatar, as we told it in the beginning of this session, then we have to make the avatar talk and talk and talk and talk about what? Well, about themes that around your specialty. Of course, we are in a professional network, so you should communicate around the topics that you say you are more good at. So post frequently. In this point, we used to have a question here: how is frequently in LinkedIn about posting? Well, the answer is as much as you can. Okay, as much as you can. So, okay, so what's the recommended frequency? If you don't want to write and post as much as you can, just publish once a week. Okay, once a week would be the minimum recommended to shape your profile as a very active one. Publish once a week. Okay, if you can publish and post twice a week, perfect. 3 times a week, wow. And then if you are able, you could start posting, and you could be posting every single day on LinkedIn. Don't be don't think that you're going to bore people, or no. I mean, your contact and the people in LinkedIn, they everybody, they don't see what you publish, because the algorithm just selects people to show what are you posting. So just relax and post as much as you can. This will give you a very nice look, and it's good for you, and it's good for the community as well to share your thoughts. Then show up. What do we mean by show up? If you are a part of groups, we talk about groups in the beginning as well, then you should go to the groups and post content that is good for the group, that can get value, provide value to the groups and the users, and also show that you are part of this community, part active of this community. So show up and start posting. But if you have a good network around you, I mean, many contacts, you will start seeing their content on your timeline, on your feed. So if you consider that they are doing a good job, or they posting something interesting, go ahead and recommend their content, or give them a short comment, or show that you have been looking at their content. uh, the more you interact, the more you will be visible, and you will not always get a new job opportunity just by looking what the companies are posting in terms of hiring people, but many times because other people thinks about you, because you are active, because you have this ability to show the other peoples that you may be a good candidate, more, a part of the companies. So in this task, use different formats. Put a text, okay, put a video, write, take a YouTube link and put it on your link on your profile as a post, a study from a university, or an article from a newspaper, and then start rolling your content. If you have your own website, and if you have a blog, that will be super good, because you can have your posts and bring here to LinkedIn as a content. So it will help you very much. And then don't just speak of one single issue all the time. Because you will be labeled as the man or woman that always only speaks about that. So my recommendation is that mainly you have to reinforce your specialty, of course, but then you have to pick up different sources and a variety of contents that can make you a very open person in terms of your specialty, not just one single thing. If you do this, you will grab something that is automatic. If you do this, you will gain authority, because you will be a very active part of the community, and you will show the people that is looking you as a possible candidate that you deserve to be interviewed, because you have more uh, in your inner side than you can show just on the profile on LinkedIn. If you compare this attitude and this level with somebody that is, well, doing just a little bit of things on their profile, you will be in a very different and higher position in front of new opportunities that suits you. Okay, so if we look at opportunities, are there the opportunities in LinkedIn? Is really a good field to find opportunity? Yes, it is. Okay, yes, it is. You have to find it first, but then you have to realize that there are. Look at this story published by the LinkedIn editors. It about 6 days ago, just 6 days ago, and look at Leroy Merlin, 580 vacancies here. Amazon, 345. Banco de Santander, 185. And then if we start rolling, we can see that we have more opportunities. Just 6 days ago, MediaMarkt, Acciona, Altran, Colegio Oficial de Farmacéuticos, Accenture, DIA, Ser Unión, Endesa, and many, many, many more. So if you want to get a job, maybe the first job you have to do is just searching for jobs here in LinkedIn, because the opportunities are right there at our fingertips. Okay, so if we do this consistently, I mean every day, mm, I'm sure that we will have some opportunities or many opportunities to get this interview. Okay, that is our main focus. It's the only thing we can do here in LinkedIn. The other half of the task will be in the time of the interview, and there will be us in front of the opportunity and the man or the woman that will select and see how good we are. Okay, maybe this picture is not so accurate in this moment, so maybe the professionals nowadays are working more on Zoom or Teams or Meet. So you will have to be very, very good trying to develop your skills on good at the interviews about this new frame that is Zoom interview. So maybe this will be the last part of your job recruitment career and prior to get your desired job. But I'm sure you will find it, you will get it, and just do the things and do the task, and you will have these opportunities. Well, thank you very much. Now we're going to pass to the Q&A section. I'm going to take a look of your questions that you've been posting here on the chat. We don't have all the time of the world, but we will try to do our best to answer all the questions that I may face here, okay? In the meantime, as I told you, and I promised, for those who get to this point, you can grab the presentation of all the slides I've been presenting here just by going to this URL, okay? https://community. Oh, it's not good. Yes. .es, huh? It's community.es/10 tips, okay? So here you have to put a .es. .es. I will put it on the https. I'm typing on the chat. Yes, in the chat you have the right link. You can link it directly from there, okay? Okay, so just have in mind that, let me see the chat box. Okay, Roberta Giuliano asks, should we put our profile in which language, English or Spanish? Thank you for your question, Roberta. And it will have to be in the target that you have in front of you. I mean, what kind of companies do you want to work for? Are they Spanish? Are they English? So you have to have this clear in your mind and set up your LinkedIn profile as a default language, the one that is best for your desires. But take in mind that you can have the LinkedIn profile in more than one language. So you have different languages, but you will always have the one that you set up as the default one. This will not be changeable. There will be Spanish, Spanish, English, English, okay? And then you will have different profiles versions. Thank you for your question, Roberta. Uh, Antonella, how can we change the background? Well, very easy. If you go to your profile, you have to log in your LinkedIn profile as you. I mean, and then you will see a little pencil on the profile, on the background. Just click on the pencil, and this will allow you to upload the desired picture. And take care of how the profile circle is located in order to compose all the background. Do not put things in front of that may cross a sentence or something like that, okay? Just be aware of that. Let me see another one. Kim, what platforms and what strategies are most startups using to find new employees? Well, one of them is just posting the job opportunities on their LinkedIn page. This is one of the most common ways to do it. And then also as well as Twitter. But you have to take in mind which is your target audience in order to use social networks. But here on LinkedIn, posting on your company page will be a very good strategy. And then you can start paying by contracting the professional service LinkedIn has for human resources. Okay, Kerstin here. Thanks for your tag and tips. My pleasure. Question: what would be a publication here? Can you give different examples? Why precisely it's important to have them? Okay, I think I addressed this in the last part of this presentation, but I'm going to reinforce again. It's important to show that you're active in front of the human resources people, because they will get another different impression, better, if they see you active. So what kind of content should you be posting? Well, if you have your own website, get your post and bring them to your profile. Just copy the URL and paste it on your profile content in the box where you can start creating your content. If not, then select some interesting content that can show that you have a precise interest or precise ability to select good content and give value, and post them as well. For example, newspapers, CNN, a university, a study, something like this will dress up your profile as well. Ines Martin says, can you in the about section write down that what kind of job are you looking for, or should it be about yourself? I wouldn't use this section to tell people what kind of job am I looking for, but to show people what am I good doing at. how can I help companies in my target to accomplish more sales, to do the jobs easier, to give the best customer service experience? I mean, showing me like this, not asking for the job profile, you know? Max have a question. I have a question about the feature section of the profile, okay? The work I perform is normally confidential for my company and it cannot be shared. How can I highlight my work in the feature section? Okay. What is the feature section? Is the one that is below your main part of the information of your profile and is the one that allows you to show multimedia piece of content. So if you cannot show the examples, you can show the way you do the work. Okay, so in this kind, for example, if you are good designing, so put some designs that are not confidential here. If you're good making strategies, make a video of you explaining such a strategy. So here in the feature section, we have to be brave and we have to show things, but I'm not telling you to break the non-confidential agreement, things that we may put in, but don't just think about one unique image. Think about PDFs, think about videos, think about podcasts and audios if you do that. I mean, try to reinforce as much as you can the content here in the feature section. Remember that you can grab all the presentation with this URL, with the URL that I put in the chat, that here you have to add a .es / community.es, like here, .es. And the link is also posted in the chat section. Okay. Let me see another question. Do you think it's useful to put the open to work picture? What could your current employer think about that? Well, that's absolutely true. Huh? Absolutely true, Jordi. And your actual employer will see that you're not happy in the role and the company you're working now. That's for clear. Okay. So what's the you don't have to put the circle around your image to show the recruiters that you're open to work. You just go to the part of your profile that is related to show the recruiters that you're open. You fill in the blanks and select the positions that you may want to be interested in, and that's enough. The around, it's a plus. So don't put this around and just fill all the other part, and it will make mostly the same to the algorithm in front of the people that wants to hire you. Okay. Tribal, you are the one related to the assessments. You are the one who choose to publish the results of your skill quiz assessment, right? Yes. If you didn't pass it, it won't show that. If you pass it and you want to show it, you can show it. And if you pass it and you don't want to show it, but you pass it. And this make the same help for you pass the assessment, even though if you don't show it. Frank Robert says, is it quite effective to add hashtags to your post? Absolutely, yes. Yes. If you want to start doing your post and show yourself in some areas of interest, doing hashtags is the best way to do it here in LinkedIn as well. Diana. How to challenge a change of your career in LinkedIn? Do I have to focus my profile into the new career, even though I don't have very much experience to show? Well, I should say yes. Huh? Um, I should say yeah. You basically have to change the direction of your profile if you want to change your opportunities and your life. So this will be a step, yeah, that you have to face. If you don't have many experience in one field, you may have a lot of interest in that field, and you may show a very open and active attitude to learn whatever it takes because it's the one thing you want to do in your life. So experience, of course, is very important, but if we don't have that much experience, we may have a lot of interest. Sometimes recruiters look not just for many experience, but for other possibilities to fill up different positions based on the interest of learning and that. Okay. We are in the Q&A sections of this. Um, let's see the eagle questions. He or she has two. Thank you, Enrique. I have two questions. One, can you please repeat what is the objective of the open to work frame and how to do it? Okay. The open to work is just to activate the LinkedIn algorithm that shows reinforced to the people that is looking for candidates like you that you are available. So that's one, and is mainly by selecting and by filling in the different fields and options inside your profiles related to your work and the interest to be shown to the recruiters. That's something inside your profile. You have to edit and do that. Do you recommend to have a premium profile if you're actively looking at a job? Yes. Yes. LinkedIn has 4 types of premium accounts. You can stay all the life that you have in LinkedIn by using a free account. I've been using free accounts during many years. I'm in LinkedIn since 2002. Okay, so but LinkedIn has 4 types of premium accounts. One is devoted to recruiters, people that is looking for you, okay, to make their life easier and make it easier to select and see profiles. And this is what they do all the time. The other one is for job seeker. This is for you in order to show up more in the searches that job recruiters they do. So yes, it could be a good thing to start looking or start using one of these accounts. And the other 2 premium accounts is one related to get information about companies. This is Business Insider. I think the name is the name. And the other one is called Sales Navigator. It's just for sales and get leads and sell things on internet. But you can try one of these, in your case, the Job Seeker, for 30 days for free, just once in a lifetime. Just 30 days for free. So start doing it and see what the results you have. Maybe in that short period of time, you get the result you want. Okay, I remember you that the link for get the presentation PDF is posted on this chat. Is community.es/10tips. Community.es. In the slide is not, there's an error here. Okay, that yes. Okay, so we complete the time to Q&A, 10 minutes plus the 12. And I'm very happy to and I've been very happy to be here, very honored to be selected to show these 10 tips here that I'm absolutely sure that will help you to find your desired work if you do it consistently. Okay, if you do it consistently. I wish you the best luck in the world, and, and I'm sure that you will have many, many different opportunities to shine and to give the world the best you have inside you. Okay. If you want to connect me, contact me, just feel free. There are my telephone number, the email of the company, the website, and I'll be very pleased to answer all your questions there, or talk about anything that I can help you. Okay, thank you very much to the Ayuntamiento de Barcelona for this initiative, and for the people that is behind on the production team in the communication company, both, and in the production team of the session about Zoom, that it has been perfect to me. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy and stay safe. Bye.